Hello, 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 and welcome to the Rumble and Roar podcast. I'm your host, Lenoria, and Jade is back. This is our second part of our first video, Dating Today. And we're just going to dive right in, guys. We didn't get through a lot of the questions that people called in and text in. So we're going to, once we read them, we're going to try to answer them and not elaborate a long time on them so we can get through all of them. Because after that first episode, everybody was like, well, you didn't read my question, read mine. Okay, so let's try and do that this time. We don't want to leave anyone out. Right. And again, guys, Happy New Year. Yes, we got to say Happy New Year. It's still January, so I think you can say it all the way through January. After that, most people stop. So, let's start with, actually, guys, let's start with something we let someone talk on. We did some surveys, and see, I should have had this already together. Where is it, Jay? Look for it for me.
The file you say?
Yes, it's right there. Okay. You guys listen to this, and then we will talk about this one here.
What is it like dating in Atlanta?
Good. It's good as fuck.
Is nothing good about it?
No, you gotta get somebody that's not either they scamming, they lying. They just lie. And scam.
You gotta get you somebody that's not from here. Dated. That wasn't from here, but I fucked up and married somebody from here, and it was fucking horrible. It wasn't nothing good about it? My son. What is it like dating in What is it like dating in Atlanta?
Honestly, dating in Atlanta is very stressful. I feel like the nigga in every fucking relationship. Like,
did she say the man?
I don't understand. Yeah. I mean, I just feel like they're more feminine than we are. They want to be taken out to dinner, and then they want to act so hard on the internet, but behind closed doors, they be crying and stuff because you posting yourself on the internet. Like, what? Are you okay?
Yes. Okay. So this lady said that they act so hard and so something else online, but when you're together, they I'm trying to remember what she said. They cry and they're not the man that they say they were when they're, online. Like I said before in the first video, it's a lack of people being together and talking in the beginning.
Right.
And
Totally agree. Who was that? Agree.
We can't. I was gonna say I don't want to call her name. Okay. What is your definition of manhood?
I don't know if I can answer that. Right.
Well, no. You know what if you had a man, what is your definition of manhood? Me, I think that a real man. Let me just put it in the way I could think that this thing is trying to ask. A real man is someone who provides, who loves and care for their family, put their wife first, and do what it takes to make things right, and know how to apologize and know how to accept, a person for who they are. I think that that's a real man. A real strong man just does what it takes, no matter what, for his family. I'm not really sure that's what's going on this day and time, but because I'm not dating, but mine does. So he's a real man. What do you think?
I agree. Like, my ideal manhood, like, you know how to build stuff.
And mine do. Check.
Check. You know how to communicate. You don't even have to question, like, I don't even have to question your loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a man that I just know that don't play about me.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because, I would say a real man don't even care what his woman got or what she isn't bringing to the table, unless it's something negative like affecting him.
Right.
But he's a real man, not gonna what you bringing to the table. You know what I'm saying? Because I am the table. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I think the same. It's hard to kind of pinpoint.
What a real man is?
Yeah,
Manhood, actually.
Yeah, every type of man is different.
That is true.
A good man, depending on each type of.
Maybe I worded it wrong, but this is what it says. What's your definition of manhood? Manhood. And I took it as, what do you think a man should, how should a man act? How should he be? Okay. How would you define or describe commitment? I'll go first.
Yeah.
Commitment to me is self-explanatory. You commit yourself to me. I will commit myself to you. You are, besides God, my everything. I'm committed to you to do what need to be done for us to stay together through thick and thin. We're committed to each other. I'm not going to sit and try and lie to you and go and do things behind your back and do just stupid stuff, Commit yourself and make it work. Agree on things. You have to communicate. That's a big part of, that's the only way you can commit is to communicate because, how are you going to do that if you are on a whole nother ball field and I'm playing baseball, you playing basketball? We have to commit to each other to and communicate.
Right.
I don't know if I answered that right, but that was the best I knew.
That was cute. That was lovely.
Okay.
I would say the same things. I agree. Make sure this is something you want to do before you do it. Don't string me along and play with my feelings and then be like, you like me too much. Like, that's a thing. Like, I feel like people sustain from showing how much you really like a person because everybody's so conditioned, like, it's automatically clingy or it's automatically like, oh, she's loved me too much. I don't think it's a such thing as somebody loving you too much.
I think men are afraid of commitment these days.
Yeah.
I'm saying this from listening to people, not from what of course, mine is committed. Next month will be 31 years for us married and even longer together. However, I think the men today, when I talk to women, men are afraid of commitment. And men, remember from the first video, you're going to have your chance as well. You might feel the same way as women. They don't want to commit. But I know I'm a woman and I could be biased. However, we want to be married. That's who we are. That's when we're little girls. We want to get married. We want to have our children. We want to be committed. It's you guys. Y'all are afraid because it's shit. I mean, I'm sorry. It's stuff that you have to do as a man, and to feel those obligations, it's a lot of work, and you don't want to do the work, so you don't want to commit. You know those ones that be trying to break up with you right before Valentine's Day and Christmas and those holidays, those scrubs there. And I'm not beating you up, guys. I'm not. I'm just saying I have talked to a lot of girls that, told me about they don't want to commit. And I'm not, please, because I just spoke with somebody not long ago and they said that, and Steve Harvey talked about this. They said that they just got engaged and they've been with their guy, I want to say, was it 10 or 20 something years? And I went, oh, okay. Steve Harvey said, hey, and these are my words, not his. You boo-boo or get up off of the toilet. You're not going to be stringing me along 10 and 15, 30, 40, 50 years and think, no, what? He already has the milk. He don't need he already has the cow. Whatever, however they say that. Shit, you know what I'm trying to say, girl. But they're afraid of commitment. I don't want to linger on this one question because they're going to get me if I don't ask these questions that the other people told me to ask. But what do you think about describe commitment for you?
I mean, I would just say a lot of loyalty and trust and honesty.
Do you think the men today are committed?
If they choose to be. Because that's hard to say no, because some people do end up getting committed, but if they choose to be.
That was a good answer because I said at one time that I don't even see marriages anymore. Not young people.
Not too often.
But that's au contraire, they say. I know because I know a couple of people who are young Within the last 5 years, I've seen young couples getting married, and I'm like, whoa, that's really good. And if you're getting married in this day and time, and you're in your 20s or you're 25, 30, you are doing. It's like, wow. Wait a minute. Let me clear this up. Let me be clear. If you're staying together, just getting married and saying, oh, I got a ring on it, and you're nowhere near each other, and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actually getting married under the same roof, you know, doing what you're supposed to do to keep this communion together. That's what I'm talking about. And I know 3 people that has done that, and I'm very proud of them, and they're young and they're making it happen. So yeah, that's what commitment is. Let me go to the next one.
Way of looking at something.
That's a 50s way of looking at it. What? See, she's attacking me again.
You can't have no podcast be sensitive now.
Okay, I'm not sensitive. What? That's what I.
You're basing those couple of 25-year-olds, you know, those 2 or 3 25-year-olds that did end up getting married to all of the ones that's going, you know, constantly going through hell. Yes, people want to get married. It's an idea, but you got to be realistic. Nobody nowadays, a lot of people are not going to be a doormat just to say I'm married.
But that's all I'm trying to say. If I worded it wrong, but that's what I'm trying to say is that it's very rare that the younger ones are getting married because they aren't. I mean, that's rare, and it's a good thing. I was saying that they do if they do find that good significant other.
Right.
I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not trying to bash the ones that are not, because it's more not than it is so. That's all I was trying to say. Yeah. I'm not sensitive. I'm not. Okay, what scares you most about it? You know what? The question is what scares you most. But I have to put about because a lot of shit scare me. I mean, if it's but what scares me most, me, even way back when I first started dating and was young and all of that, the thing that scared me most was someone not being the person that they were. You know, could you just imagine, I'm not beating anyone up, but can you imagine marrying someone and finding out 4 years later that they really are gay and that they're not attractive to women? Can you imagine being with someone and they are they're very ambitious and they are doing what they need to do and they're going hard and they're showing you all of this stuff and you fell in love with that?
Right.
And then 2 years later, they are just a stank, nasty, sitting on the couch watching TV, waiting on you to come home to cook and give them some. No, sir. Those kind of things I was afraid of, but I wasn't too scared of it because I already knew it wasn't going to last too long, because once you start doing those things and it's something I can't accept, you got to go, or I have to go. One of us will go, so it won't last too long. However, there are some people.
Right.
Okay.
I would say as a person with a kid or kids, it could be scary dating people because, like, first of all, right off the bat, I don't let people meet my daughter or nothing. But, like, it's just scary, like, having kids and, like, dating and, like, you don't know people's true intentions with you. Because, like, with me, if you like me, then you need to like my kids, you know? But
you have to like my kids.
Yeah, but that's, like way down the line. Like if I see myself like this going somewhere, then yeah, I would say that's the scary part, and them not having no money.
This girl. Well, she's honest. Is that the same for you?
Well, no, I don't have kids, so I don't have that.
No, but what makes you scared?
I mean, nothing really, because I mean, when it comes to men, it's not nothing to really be afraid about. I think the biggest thing is like
shit.
I mean, when I say not afraid, because I already know you're gonna lie. I already don't trust you. I already know we don't trust all of these things. I think the biggest thing is one day, you know, they might have a tick and they might end up harming you. You know, they might
a tick.
Yeah, they might have something going on within their own personal life that they don't want to, you know, talk to you about.
PTSD or some kind of hidden.
Or instead of just being honest and be like, you know, they just gonna lash out and put their hands on you. Ooh, that's one of my biggest fears. You know what I'm trying to say? Other than that,
I never even thought about anything like that.
yeah, I'm watching all the true crime stuff.
Yeah. That's right. Okay. Why do you think Y'all, this one right here. Why do you think people cheat on their partner?
Selfishness.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's all about it's the person inside. That's who you are. If you're a cheater, you're a cheater.
You just not shit. I mean,
Yeah, that's okay.
Because when you really
No, it's not okay.
Do that with somebody else.
Right.
You know?
but it ain't okay for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you can't control nobody cheating on you. People gonna do what they want to do.
Exactly.
So,
He ain't new to it. He true to it. So you ain't the only one he cheat on.
right.
You know.
I've been a cheater before. I ain't gonna lie, and it's the person. That's who I love.
So do you think once a cheater, always a cheater?
No.
Because I don't think so
No.
either.
Yeah.
Because I think that you cheat because that person is not giving you what they came to the daggone table with.
I
Right.
agree with both y'all. I think yes, once a cheater, always a cheater. That's what I'm saying. Once a kleptomaniac, always a kleptomaniac. Hell yeah, if you would think, you would think. If you kill somebody, you
True.
kill somebody.
But because you're a murderer,
Just like with serial killers, there's a certain urge, like with cheaters. Of course, I love you, but there's just an urge that I have to fulfill. It's an urge. Just like with, a lot of things are urges.
really?
And get rid of that urge. Well, I do like her, but I like her too. I'm
Sure.
fighting.
That's just a dog. That's a dog.
So then that's
Tomato, tomato, urge, dog, just a cheater, all the same.
I disagree. That falls in the same category. Once a killer, always a killer. Okay, it ain't too far because it's in you.
True, because I believe that. Once a thief, you a thief.
Right, but you still want you.
Thief.
It's like you can get away with it. And a lot of times, a lot of men get away with cheating if they do find out, because the girl gonna stay and she gonna beef with the girl that you done did something with.
But once a cheater is always a cheater. Is that what you guys saying? Guys, I
believe.
sometimes you could be a cheater. However, wait a minute. If you're cheating on that person because that person is just coming up seriously short, and you thought that they had it all, you can really get. I believe that
But
you
that's
could.
just one circumstance. A lot of circumstances, you do be doing things right. You just want to cheat.
A dog.
So stop
I'm not talking about the dog.
Selfishness.
Yeah, and selfishness, like she said at first. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking once a cheater is not always a cheater, because that one that cheated on that first woman is because maybe she all she waited for him to come home and screw her. She wasn't cleaning, she wasn't cooking, she had no ambition, she wanted to do
You
anything.
ain't a wife, you shouldn't be doing none of that shit anyway.
But-
You're not a wife. You're a girlfriend. I'm not doing that for no nigga.
But if y'all are living together and you're going
Why we
towards,
together if we ain't married? See, you just be jumping the gun on a lot of situations. We got to be married to be living together. We got to be married.
that's untrue. Now that's old school.
Okay, but that's better than
I believe.
getting cheated on. Now I'm gotta stay because he pay my bills.
I believe that if you're with someone and you're cheating on them, you might cheat on them because they are just not doing the things that they used to.
Yeah.
And you've been together with them for a while, and they're just I'm not gonna say nobody.
Shit is what I'm doing.
But no. But if you were to leave that person and find someone else, this has happened. I've seen it. You get with someone else, and that someone else, they get up in the morning. Good morning, honey. Here's your coffee. Hey, and wait, I know you're about to go in, honey. This, that, and they see that this person is doing what she's supposed to do. Wait a minute, hold up. Everybody false advertise in the beginning. They try to do all this stuff, but he's been with her 2 or 3 years. And he hadn't had to skip out because she's still doing her duties.
And how long was he with the first one?
No, we're saying the same. 2 years with the first one, 2 years with, and the 1.5 year, he was like, okay, you just done shut down.
I don't believe a woman will stop doing things that she know her man, like if her man is giving her everything that she wants. So with that being said, if you're not giving me something, there is gonna be something.
True fact. I think that's true.
A good morning,
What you
and
think?
you get a guy. If you get a look, nah.
I think from my cheater perspective, I feel like it was a selfish thing. I wanted him and I wanted you, and I didn't want to let you go, and I didn't want her to have you.
Exactly. And
But
that's
I
how
want him
men are.
too.
So were you ever able to, so you think that you will always be a cheater all your life? See what I'm saying? If you found that right one.
It was just some of his qualities I liked, but the other guy had all of the qualities, you know. But I fell in love with you
First.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like I feel like I owe you something. So
That's-
let me see what he's
that's
talking
fair.
about for a little minute.
That's crazy. But she's on. That's real talk,
Yeah.
though. That's real talk. That's real talk.
Yeah, so I was just saying it's a selfish thing to
Yeah,
do.
and that was your first words out of your mouth, selfish.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, what is the key to happiness, a happy relationship? What is the key?
Love yourself.
Yeah,
You gotta
have
love
to
yourself?
yourself. Like it's nothing nobody can do. Nothing. Nothing.
Because that day he end up and want to wipe his hands with you, you can't be, crawling and slobbering.
And be codependent.
Right,
No.
you gotta get up and get yourself together. And if you don't love yourself, you're gonna find yourself, in the same predicament with
With a different man.
in a longer situation, and that was worse. You know what I'm trying to say? Now you're in more, stickier situations. You gotta like yourself, girl.
Okay, what qualities do you value most about a partner?
Thoughtfulness. Don't give me no shit I don't like as a gift. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you give me this? If you know, I don't know, thoughtfulness.
Yeah.
That's my answer. Like, I love a thoughtful gift or
Okay.
a thoughtful person.
What qualities do you value most in a partner?
I would say thoughtfulness too, and honesty.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you're honest, I feel like we ain't gonna get past everything. I'm not gonna lie. If you cheat on me,
You're a liar.
You honest.
Oh, yeah.
That ain't gonna fly.
Just tell me, I'm not gonna get mad.
Be mad as hell.
Then you're juggler. Well, me, the qualities that you value most in a partner, to me, being married next month, 31 years, is communication. I value that more than, it's not more than anything, but communication will make things right.
It's a lion. You communicating with a liar. What if you communicating?
Oh, well, you can shut that down. You know when they're lying. You know when they're lying.
Right.
But someone that don't communicate, there are people that don't communicate at all.
Right.
They'll have you just wondering and just assuming and just thinking, and you know what they say about assuming, ASSUME. It just makes a fool out of everybody because it's just out there. You don't know. Right. But if you communicate, open your mouth and say, because even if you're lying, it's gonna that lie. A real woman. That discerning spirit and that liar detector will go off, and it's like, okay, so you want to start over? Because that was a whole lie. You want to start with the fucking truth right now? Or you want to continue to lie because it's going to lead to something else? But you still have to talk about it.
Right.
I cannot stand a man that will say, I don't want to talk about it, because all you want to do is argue.
Yeah.
Really? You don't want to talk about it? Okay. So we're not talking. So when the doo-doo hit the fan, remember those words. You don't want to talk about it. Neither do I.
Right.
Because that's a terrible thing not to communicate. But it doesn't make it right. It's just my opinion. Okay, what is the one thing people misunderstand about you? I said that earlier in the first podcast.
About myself.
About you. What do they misunderstand? They don't even know you, but you're misunderstood about it.
I misunderstood on how well I stand on business for myself. Like, people don't understand, why are you so, not aggressive, but like, I don't know the correct term, but I'm gonna say like scared to be hurt again.
Everybody's afraid to be hurt. Nobody likes to be hurt. So that's a valid feeling.
Yeah, I think I'm misunderstood with protecting my feelings, my family, all of that, and like just being a happy person all the time, that can irritate people's souls, honestly.
No, it irritates unhappy people.
Yeah.
It irritates haters.
Right.
It irritates a loser. It irritates someone that does not have the same energy, because that's how they are with me as well. They get irritated because you come in with all this energy. You can do all of this, and you're working just as hard as they could work.
Right.
But instead of them working, they look at you as a hater. Like, look at this hoe coming up here again. Always acting like she's all of this and all of that. No, I'm doing all of this and all of that, and it takes energy to
and
do
I
it.
done been through some shit.
Right.
To get back to
Get
this.
yours.
You
Get
know?
yours and stop hating.
Right.
So I get it.
Got that.
Period. What is the one thing people misunderstand about you? That's it. I'm sorry.
I think my quietness, because a lot of times I don't talk around people unless I'm not comfortable.
Yeah.
If you were somebody else, I wouldn't be talking right. So
Right.
it's like,
She's an introvert.
a lot of the times people mistaken that like, oh, maybe I'm sneaky or I'm weird or something like that. And it's like, whole time, girl, I don't know you.
Right.
And so it's like I gotta feel you out.
Right.
Like, and if I don't like how you feeling, girl, I'm not gonna say much to you. I might keep a smile on my face. The first thing you gonna say is, you need to fix your face. So it's like, I gotta always have, it's like a default to.
It's like a protective barrier. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta feel who you is first. You're not just gonna take my energy.
Exactly.
And that misunderstanding when they think she all quiet and timid and nice.
Oh no, baby.
That's that
Child.
rumble and roar. Okay, what do you accept from a man when dating? I mean, not accept. What do you expect from a man when you're dating him? What do you expect from it?
Honesty, vulnerability. Is that a word? Mm-hmm. Vulnerability, and not money, but money. And just like not what I want. Say it again. What was the question again? I'm sorry.
The question, what do you expect from a man when dating?
Honest, vulnerability, and I just like a man with an open mind.
Mm-hmm. What do you expect?
I don't know. I have a very fairy tale.
Well, what are they? Please do share.
I think my biggest thing with that is I don't know how to explain it. You just have to be a gentleman. Like,
That's fair.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best way the best word. Like, just be a gentleman.
That's fair, because
Haters, not haters, but I'm like men that be like, a lot of men feel like they have to be aggressive with other women or like other people just to show you like, oh, I like you. I don't like that. Be nice to all women. Just say be nice to everybody. You be nice. Just be a gentleman. Just do gentleman like.
Be yourself.
Right. Well, no, don't be yourself. Because if yourself is wrong, you need to get from around me.
But you need to. They need to do that so you can know to get that.
Yeah, but
get
I'm
on.
gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
You let a man talk long enough, girl.
They're gonna tell it. They're gonna feel the same way about us. Okay. What would automatically disqualify a man from being able to date you?
Baby mama.
Really?
I know I'm baby mama, but I'm sorry. Come with no kids.
Yeah, kids.
You know what's really funny? Go ahead. And that's your answer. What is your answer?
Kids and like the whole misogynistic thing, misogynoir, hate towards women, gay people, just like other minority groups. That's not a man.
Right.
Once I feel like you start hating on them, because they all kind of intertwine with each other when you really look at it. So it's like once I feel like you can dislike, somebody that's gay, that's feminine, or that you feel like, is not a real woman, quote unquote, or you feel like, oh, well, that bitch doing this, that, and the third. No, that's not gonna
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Racism, none of that, none of that fly with me. So it's like, it's real strict around here, like tight, Navy shit.
Yeah, I know, because you're quick to say, shut up, you just homophobe. She will tell somebody in a minute, if you say anything, it can be just your opinion, you're not being against or anything, you're just saying something. You homophobe, you don't know what nothing.
I only say it to people I'm comfortable with. If I don't feel comfortable and I'm telling you, I'm going to just look at you wrong and then walk off.
Right.
Because it's like, I ain't about to,
Okay, guys, what is your biggest turn off while dating? What will turn you off?
The way he eats.
And you know what? Oh my gosh, that is a phobia with her.
No,
you cannot be crunching loud and it was like smacking.
Yeah.
I like a clean man. I like a neat man. Like, I'm a neat freak. If I come to your house and it's just not like, it don't gotta be super organized, but like, clean. Clean up after yourself. Smell good.
That's
Make
good.
me feel like a little girl,
Yeah.
Not
Okay, this is a doozy. How do you feel about sex on the first date?
Y'all don't want to know what I did.
How do you feel? We'll come back.
I feel like we grown, baby.
It all
Yes.
depends on how you feel about the man. Like, if it's something you want to do it. But if it's like something you feel like, okay, maybe I can wait off of it, then, you know.
Yeah.
Keep it to
But I feel
yourself.
like right out the bat, you know when you gonna give the cookie up.
Yeah.
You know.
That's true.
You know. So if I'm already gonna do it, might as well.
On the first date.
Maybe, you know, a couple hours later.
Well, back in the day, I still would make somebody wait. But back in the day, it was okay. I would think if it was happening. This day and time,
Yeah, 'cause it's okay.
there is no way in the world. It's playing Russian roulette to just say hey to someone or meet them online and you're in bed with them later that night. I would be scared as crap. Okay. Do you think, let me see. Okay, we asked this one on the first podcast. Do you think you can date someone outside of your bracket, your tax bracket? What is the best or worst first date you've ever been on? What happened? What is the best first?
The best, we went to Netherworld, and like I said on the last podcast episode, I like to do something fun on my first date. So Netherworld is like a haunted house. It was so fun. Like you gotta really show your personality because you gotta go through a scary
And everything is
house.
scary, yes.
Yeah. And he was just like so protective of me and like saving me from the monsters. And it was just fun.
Yes.
I don't think I never really had a bad first date.
Okay.
But I know by the end of the day, if we're going to have a second date. And
Right.
I done had a lot of those, but like bad first date, no, I never had a bad date.
You remember that commercial when he said "Sugar Mama"? This little, it's a commercial. Y'all might see it now. I mean, every time Danny and I see it, we just laugh. It's this guy that's talking about himself, and this lady get her key and have her car to come around to the front and crank it and everything. And while he's talking, he said, "Oh yeah, and I forgot my wallet, Sugar Mama." And he gets up. She was like, "Excuse me," and got in her car and drove off. But I just had to throw that in. But what for you? You had a first bad date ever, or what was the? Wait a minute. What was the best and the worst first date you've been on?
I've never gotten that far, but I have used a couple folks to, go out and have a couple good times. So I can explain on that. I mean, it was my friend's birthday, so you had folks come pick y'all up. And then we had them take us to Atlantic Station, made an event. We went to the underground. We were just downtown.
Okay.
Using all that gas money.
Oh goodness, y'all are Well, my worst one ever. I'll never forget it. I got some age on me, but I won't forget this crap. One of my high school friends asked me to go to the prom with his friend, and we were really close. And he was like, "My buddy, he doesn't have anybody to go to the prom with. Let me introduce you to him." Long of the short, he introduced me. He seemed to be a pretty nice guy. And long of the short, we went to the prom. And so after the prom, he was like, "Let's go to the hotel." And I looked, yes, didn't know me from Adam. I looked at him, I said, "Why? Why?" He was like, and I said, "We didn't even go eat. We didn't do anything. I said, "I think you had the wrong idea." Girl, he took me home, didn't say bye or nothing, and drove off. And that was the worst date ever in my life. So, and it was okay. How has dating changed in the past decade? I think we said that on the first podcast. Okay, what's a deal breaker or a deal maker in a relationship? What's a deal breaker?
Cheating. That's it.
Okay.
And you're not clean.
Okay.
That's it.
Yes. Okay, what is a deal maker? Money.
Money.
I know you was gonna say that. What is it for you?
I think a deal breaker would be probably, I don't know, I think, because I look for the worst in things. So probably like abusive tendencies or something where I feel like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
be truly
Or
safe around you.
narcissistic
Yeah.
guys.
Or you think
Yes.
you too hot doing it what you doing in your life now. Just say, I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But a deal maker,
Okay.
I don't know.
What's your opinion of love at the first sight? Love first sight.
He fine as hell.
Love at the first sight.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, his looks, of course, but like, I feel like I'm such a big empath that as soon as I meet somebody, I know that I'm gonna be in love with you. So, Yeah.
Okay.
The aura.
The aura.
Yeah.
Online dating. Do you think that they're helpful or harmful? I can't even relate to that, guys. That's just got to be a question for you guys.
I will link up with you, but like in a public place. Like I'm not just gonna come to your house, but I don't know. I don't like the idea of meeting guys off Instagram and stuff like that. Yeah, and they just Instagram.
So y'all do like online dating though? You do?
We're not even dating. It's just more like online talking.
Only
Yeah.
talking. Okay.
Like, you get more fulfilled with dating and like, you meeting somebody in real life.
Yeah, like the Tinder and all that. No.
Have you ever did online dating? Have you?
Online talking. Like,
Online, as in like Instagram, a man see me on Instagram and be like, I want to take you out, yeah.
Okay, because the next question is, what's the most surprising thing someone has said to you on the dating app? So I don't know if that was something they asked. So I'm not really sure if that goes along with the online dating thing. Okay. Okay, how can someone stand out in a sea of online dating profiles that's still online dating? So I can't, let's not go there. Okay, how does a culture background influence your approach to dating? Your culture background. It's important to me. I'm going to answer that. I'm not prejudiced. I'm not prejudiced, but I just don't want to date outside of I can. I just don't want to, because I just feel that that's a lot of
Like they'll never understand you.
Yeah, and see, and I have to say what it is, because if I don't, then but like a white person, I can date a white person. I have plenty of times, especially when I was younger. However, to marry one and their families and the people in their family might not accept me, and then even though they're not married to me, I wouldn't care and all of that, but to just have to go through, and then the way you were brought up and your thinking and the things that you were taught is different. But this day and time, it's not like back when I was growing up, but this day and time, people black and whites, they pretty much, to me, old school. The white people still will teach their children certain things like that. Prerogative, not prerogative. What is the word? You get in your way. Your privilege thing. That privilege thing. But it might not be. It's just something that I feel. It might not be true. So what do you think about it?
That was one of my New Year's resolutions to date outside my race this year.
Okay.
And I never dated outside of my race at all.
You've never had
I always had a black, dark skin, chocolate.
Okay.
But I do got a white boy on my roster, y'all.
Oh, that is crazy.
I would see what you're talking about. But no, I never dated outside my race. I would like to see what it's about.
Yeah, and it might be something for you,
Right.
Yeah, y'all might click. Okay, what do you think?
I think you can date them. It's just like you said, when you start having kids, when you start getting married and having to meet people's family, I think there is a big.
It's more to it. Okay.
I think that it's probably more fearful when you're dating somebody that's non-white, but they're not black. You know what I'm trying to say? Like when you're in the middle of the Hispanics and the Asians, I think there is a difference, because although yes, we are raised different, but there's still that similarity of just some minority things that we all teach our kids that.
Right. I would probably have to have a ghetto white boy, like a white boy that been through something.
A thug white boy.
Yeah.
Thug. Yeah.
A white chocolate, like they call them.
A white chocolate? I've never heard of that. Well, I've eaten white chocolate, but I've never heard of a person.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think dating expectations differ from generation to generation? Of course. Yes. We all agree on that. What dating traditions should stay and which should go? Dating traditions that should stay.
I think the whole courting should stay, but when you get the 50-50, I think that should go.
50-50 should go out the fucking door. Why on earth would I have a roommate?
Exactly.
Man, you're a roommate. But if we're married,
I love it.
If we're married, okay, you lose your job. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do my wifely duties.
Exactly.
But as far as we're being young, 26 to be exact, why the fuck would I do that?
I know, right?
I can pay the whole thing myself. Why would I struggle with you?
Right.
Exactly.
No.
You got to bring something, right?
Yeah, 50-50.
Okay, what is the most important quality you look for in a partner? Did we ask this on the first one?
Yes.
Okay, so do you think opposites attract, or are they shared interests, or shared interests more important? Does opposite attract or shared interests?
Shared
I'm saying it
interests.
wrong. Interests.
Interests.
Yeah.
Shared interests. Yes.
That's more important.
That's more important. I don't feel like.
I hate that opposite
Yeah.
attract thing, but
too.
it's so real because I think everybody. Why do I say everybody? Because everybody does.
Right.
But a lot of people that I know, it's always the opposite. Usually, when you see a couple, one is dark, one is light. You know, sometimes. I'm not saying all the time, guys. You know.
More outgoing and talkative.
There you go. Exactly.
More nonchalant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want somebody who has the same light as me, who like the same things. Because you get with a nonchalant man, from experience, they want to dim your light.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
It's like, yes. Okay. What's your love language, and how does it impact your dating life?
My love language is thoughtful gifts, thoughtfulness, things. Like, I folded your laundry for you, you know? I'm not really affectionate, like, because I didn't grow up, like, my mom being super affectionate. I mean, she loved me, but, like, I don't like to be touched all the time, you know what I mean? Like, give me some space. My love language is space. and you know, thoughtful things.
What is your love language?
Probably remembering things that I tell you.
Oh.
Thoughtfulness. Yeah.
Oh, I had to go on that. It's so important.
Right.
You got me something like just because I like the color blue. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Something blue, so you was like, oh, okay, I thought you liked it.
Because ain't nothing worse than being with a
Right.
guy
That
and
don't
done
know you for real. Like,
and
why
wait a
the
minute,
fuck would you give me that?
and you done told him 70 billion times, I don't like spaghetti. I'm just using this. I love
Yeah.
spaghetti. I love spaghetti, but I don't like spaghetti. And then you get in the kitchen and put some spaghetti together. It's like either you didn't hear me, you didn't listen to me, you don't care, or you just a fool. So, and all four of those are not good. So no.
Yeah.
But that was really good.
Right.
Very
And
good.
that's what I mean by thoughtfulness.
Yeah.
Like, don't give me no shit I don't like. Like I said on the
Right, exactly. On the first one, you said that. Okay, guys, is ghosting ever accepted? Why and why not?
No.
Ghosting. I think that's
Nah,
terrible.
No, communicate, especially now, like we older.
Okay, how do you navigate different conversations early in the relationship?
Asking.
True.
Why you asking?
Okay.
True. You can't tiptoe these days.
You tiptoe, girl, you end up in a ditch.
No, for
Oh
real.
my
You gotta be
gosh.
like, you got somebody that's crazy over you right now. Like, you got a crazy ex.
Yeah. Yeah. Are traditional gender roles still relevant in dating?
No, you need to learn how to cook. You need to cook.
Yeah.
You need to clean. You need to do whatever the things that it is you need to survive. Women is not just here to be your maid. It's not 1984 no more. But you know,
What could you plan? Okay, if you could plan the perfect date, what would it be? We had that on the first one, didn't we? Or no?
not what we could plan, but what was our first date?
Okay.
Best date. Plan the first date. I don't know. Like, I just want the date itself doesn't matter. It's the aura of the man. Like, I want you to be a full-on man. I don't want to think around you. That's how feminine I want to be around my man.
A full man, yeah,
it's
just
like
be a
open
man
my
and not trying
door, all of that.
Yes. My cousin Sabrina, she told me about how she met her husband. He's a airline pilot, and the things that she said was so, I was like, oh my gosh, he really impressed her on that
Yeah.
first date. Yeah. So okay, what is the funniest or the weirdest date dating advice you've ever received? The funniest and the weirdest.
I don't know.
I don't know that one either. Let me see. Dating, I don't know that one.
The funniest advice on dating: don't date no man that's broke.
Oh, okay. So my mom used to always say, don't date a man with no ran over shoes.
Oh, I
If
know.
he had them daggone, that's why when you said that, I had to think about what. Yeah, my mom said, if he come walking up to you and his heels ran over, no, you don't need that.
No, somebody told me, don't buy a man no shoes because he'll
Walk out of your yes, that's true. I don't know if it's true, but I heard that. Okay, if you could date any fictional character, who would it be? I don't know. What is the best lesson you've learned from a failed relationship? This is a good one, doozy.
Life goes on. Life goes on, for real. Life goes on. Because you really be thinking, it's over. Then you know what? What I learned in my 26 years of living, they always come back. They always come back. It don't matter what you do. They always come back. Life goes on, sister.
Failed relationships are so wonderful. I know y'all probably like, girl, go get your life. But no, they're the best thing since sliced bread. Because anything that I failed at made me better. I would do it, I would perfect it the next time.
Yes.
It's just a teaching moment. So thank you for, no, you didn't leave me. I always was the one left. But thank you for doing things so I've learned that I know the signs, I know what's going on. I know, even though everybody, to each his own, people do things different, but thank you for that daggone teaching lesson. Okay, we got about 2 more and we're done. Okay, how do you know when you're ready for a serious commitment? How would you know that?
I don't know.
Feeling, I guess.
Because I'm not ready.
Yeah. You would know. It's like a feeling, I guess. Yeah, you could feel
I'm
it.
trying to let you guys
Or
answer
maybe
that.
like when you have yourself together and like you'd have accomplished everything. I feel like, because I don't know. When I'm with a man, like my focus shift from myself to my relationship. And that could be terrible. So I
Yeah,
would
don't let it
say-
ever shift from you.
Right.
Always you.
So I would say, and from my perspective, have your shit together first.
Well, how do you know when you're ready for a serious commitment? To me, the feeling. Because you're going to know, wait a minute, he's bringing everything that I need. I've been with this man 9 months to a year. I'm still feeling good. I saw some signs, because signs are going to be there. You got to be a really good, and there are some out there, a really good actor to hide it for a whole year. But, you know, you would have slipped up every now and again. But if I'm feeling like, wait a minute, you have been delivering for 365 days. You've been doing what you've been doing.
And he make you want to just be better. Like, he make you
Commitment.
want to boss up.
Okay. What role do your friends and family play in your dating life? None.
None, baby.
None.
Don't even ask me about my man.
I know.
Do you have a man? That's gonna be a hard response.
Okay, what's the best or the worst first date you've ever been on? I think we just did that.
Yeah.
How has the dating game changed in decades? I think we did this one as well. Guys, okay, those are our questions, and we really, really want to know what you think. Please DM us in some of the questions and that you heard. We want to know what you thought, because we just told you what we think. So I thought that went really well, didn't it, Jay?
Yes.
I liked it. So guys, we're just gonna wait for your reply. Until then, feel the rumble and listen to the roar, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.